color lights that blink off and on. There are signs in the sun. Different UFO forms go across the face of the sun. There are signs of the moon. Astronauts have testified in secret how they've seen UFOs coming up out of the craters, going below into the craters, how there is something definitely alive on the moon. They're talking about the suspicion that there might be something alive on Mars underneath the surface. All these things are beginning to come out, but these reports, sadly enough, they come out in secret journals. We're trying everything in our power to make these things public. There are signs, there are indications. There have been signs all through history, but never the scope, the percentage of the signs that we're seeing today. Never the frequency of these different signs. Which all prove to me that when Val wrote Outwitting Tomorrow, he knew exactly what he was talking about, because he said that the time would come that we're going to see these 7 signs take place, and we're in that year right now. He said you're going to see the Battle of Jerusalem, blistering heat, destruction of ships, water made bitter, the sun and the moon smitten, men seek, untimely death, and finally the Battle of Armageddon. When I sat in Washington, D.C. some years ago during the Carter administration, I spoke briefly to Mr. Begin, Mr. Saddam. They didn't know who I was from Adam's house cat. But I asked them some prophetic questions. And I noticed a strange thing about these 2 men. They say one thing to your face, but they'll say something entirely different behind locked doors. This is not good. This is not good at all. I like a person who, if he tells me certain things to my face, means exactly what he says. And this is what Christ always did. He said what he meant, and he meant what he said. How many of you agree? Say aye. All right. But the prophetic things that are beginning to take place right now, as far as Jerusalem alone are concerned, they're amazing. Did you know that very shortly the Temple of Jerusalem is going to be rebuilt? How many of you know that? Did you know that on the docks of many ports throughout the world, there are cases and cases of material, of building material, and different types of sophisticated furniture in many docks throughout the world, ready to be shipped to Jerusalem as soon as the mosque has been destroyed. Keep an eye on the newspapers. Every once in a while there'll be a little blurb about these things. Cut those clippings out. Start keeping a scrapbook, because we're in the final countdown on this planet Earth. How long it's going to be, we don't have any idea. It may be 20 years, it may be another 40, it may be 50. We don't know for sure. All we know is we're experiencing the signs of the times right now, and it behooves you and me to do everything humanly possible to treat our neighbors like we want to be treated. You see? But after these signs have taken place, and the mosque has been destroyed, and the Dome of the Rock has been declared as the official Davidic covenant rock, and as the new temple is erected, you're going to see a change in world politics. I believe those people who are in tune spiritually will be removed from this planet before many of these acts of destruction take place. That's what I believe. That's what I believed for a long time. How many of you share that with me? The rest of you, if you want to stay behind here and see if I'm right or wrong, you're welcome to it. But we can go into detail, but I'm not going to do that today. Suffice it to say that we're in the final countdown. And if you are ready to become at one with the Master of the universe, don't allow yourself to be deceived by anything that comes down the pike. I don't know again about Canada. I can only talk about California. We've got people there that believe every new thing that comes along, whether it's been tested, whether it's been found to be true or otherwise. They believe everything. And these are the same people who claim, well, I've been a member of the church for 20-odd years and I'm established. They're not established. They're stuck in the mud. Their beliefs and their doctrines are so shop-worn that they don't work in today's society. And as we apply the new knowledge that comes our way, and we find that they test true, and you have the witness within your very soul that this is true, this is good, it works for me. It may not work for everybody, because everybody doesn't believe. Everybody doesn't want to try it. We're going to take a brief intermission at this time. You're going to give my throat a rest. I'm going to give your ears a rest. There's plenty of water back on the table. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the five-pointed star that can really change your life. God bless you. That there was a day coming when mankind will have to give an account for the things that he's done. How many of you believe that there is coming such a day? And they're saying, is there any place in the Bible that covers where these people are going to be coming from, returning from? In so much as mankind is so scattered today, many people have gone into the depth of the hills, into the mountains, underground, to escape perhaps what they call atomic devastation. And others say, well, what about these people who succeed in manning the spacecraft and later on the cities in space that are planned? How many of you know that these are planned? Right. Well, one of the most conclusive answers is in the Old Testament book of Obadiah. And in brief, he says in the 3rd verse, the arrogance of your heart has deceived you. You who live in the cleft of the rock, in the loftiness of your dwelling place, you who say in your heart, who will bring me down to the earth? Who will bring me down to the earth? Then he goes on to say, though you build high like an eagle, and though you set your dwelling place or your nest among the stars, from there I will bring you down, declares the Lord. Now that's in Obadiah chapter 1. Very unique, because even the astronauts had to ask questions like that when they tried for a greater understanding as to what would happen in that great day. All right, before we start on these questions, I would like to present these beautiful flowers. The first one goes to Mrs. Rachel Benson. Are you here, Rachel? Fine. You take these pretty flowers after the meeting. You take those home with you. And Emma Bielka. You take one of the flowers home with you, would you? And the other one we'll award to Mrs. Jessie Horst. Okay, I want to thank Andy. Are you here yet? Thank you for this t-shirt. This is really something else. What would happen if I wore that on the plane on the way home?
It's quite small.
Live Paris saucer. What size is it?
It's just for a child. It's small.
Small. Thanks a lot.
It's just the only one that was left, so I thought, well.
Great. All right. Thank you very much. This is really nice. You're building the helicopter, aren't you?
Well, I'm building this ring system helicopter. It's strictly an air machine, nothing to do with flying saucers, but
I bet you people who see it are going to call the police and say, I saw a UFO. Very, very commendable. Thank you very much. All right. How many books are there in the Bible? Raise your hand, please. John? 66. Give it to somebody whom you love. All right, next question. What is the one book in the Bible where there's a perfect example of a man who sees what he thinks is a craft from another world that he called the wheel within the wheel? Yes, I see your hand. Ezekiel is correct. You want to come and take one of these journals? You already have one, sell it to somebody else. It costs us $5. Just